Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas, and I'm the regional sales manager for New Zealand, Southeast Asia, and India. Welcome to another of our mini-series webinars. Today, we are focusing on our most popular expedition destination, which is Antarctica. To just give you a little bit of history, so we started operations down in Antarctica 20 years ago. This year is actually our 20 years anniversary, doing expedition voyages in Antarctica. Currently, we have 3 ships down there. However, this will increase for the new season 2024-2025 to 4 ships. Before we start talking about Antarctica, I just want to do a little bit of a recap and talk about Hurtigruten Expeditions, or the Hurtigruten Group. So we're the world leader in exploration travel. We have the most sustainable and greenest fleet. We are 4 explorer by explorers, 130 years of experience. So this year is actually our 130 years anniversary. We're basically a different because we are offering immersive, unique, authentic, and up-close experience with nature, wildlife, and cultures. And we really want our guests to connect with their inner explorer. Sustainability is something we're taking really seriously. We have been the first cruise operator in the world to ban single-use plastic. We invested heavily in biofuels. And currently there's a project happening on the Norwegian coast, which is called C0. Basically, by 2030, we're aiming to be emission-free. We also ceased using toxic heavy fuels. Over a decade ago, we launched our world's first hybrid battery-powered expedition ship in 2019, and we'll talk about that ship shortly. We also do cleaning beach initiatives, and we have established the Hurtigruten Foundation, which basically supports projects around the world, which are supporting us to fulfill our ambitions in regards to sustainability. So why expedition cruising? It's basically, for most people, it's once in a lifetime experience, personal goals with travel, and obviously travel with meaning. People who prefer education over entertainment. So we don't have any casinos on our ships. We don't really have entertainment, but we have a lot of education happening on our ships, and I will talk about this in a minute. And of course, we have authentic, immersive experiences. So why Hurtigruten Expeditions? As I mentioned before, the most sustainable expedition operator in the world. We are innovators and pioneers. We have experience and expertise, worldwide destinations we're offering. Premium comfort ships are really casual, relaxed, like the Norwegian or Scandinavian lifestyle, and of course, Scandic design purpose-built expedition ships. So what is actually included in your expedition or in your client's expedition? So everyone who travels on Hurtigruten Expeditions receives one of these Helly Hansen weatherproofed and waterproofed jackets. These reusable water bottles, which your clients or you, if you travel on us, can keep. Also, these gumboots and walking poles are free for hire for the duration of the expedition voyage. So we got an expedition team on board, which there are experts in the areas which are doing. There are people with PhDs, there are scientists, there are people who really know a lot about the destination, the wildlife. So you're definitely, or your clients, in really good hands to take the most out of your expedition voyage. What they basically do is they are hosting and guides, they're hosting guides on board. They escort you during landings in the explorer boats, or the Zodiacs, or the Rips, we call them. They do really in-depth lectures. We have an expedition team for more than 350 people around the world. They're all employed by Hurtigruten. As I said, they're educated science professionals and also highly trained in polar survival. So you or your clients are definitely in really good hands. These are some images of the landings which you're doing, and we're really, have these water level access, get really close to icebergs and wildlife, where other operators struggle to get into, for example, fjords or things. Our ships are definitely able to do that, and you or your clients really can experience the scenery and the wildlife up close. Meet the fleet in Antarctica. So we got, as I mentioned before, we currently got three ships down there, or during the season, which is November to March. So we got the MS Roald Amundsen. So she was the ship was the first ship, the first hybrid battery-powered ship that joined the fleet in 2019. And then shortly after, the MS Fridtjof Nansen, the sister ship, joined. So there are 264 outside cabins. So there are no inside cabins on the Fridtjof Nansen or Roald Amundsen. 50% actually have private balconies. For Antarctica, normally the maximum capacity on these two ships is 500 people. There are currently, or 500 guests, there are currently there are three restaurants on the ship. Explorer Lounge is a science center, an observation decks, a gym, a wellness center, the panoramic sauna, pool, and two hot tubs. And of course, you have the landing bay with the small explorer boats. Then there's the MS Fram. So the MS Fram I got refurbished in 2022. Fram means forward, and she's basically built for polar expeditions. And she normally goes or does the Antarctica voyage with a maximum of 200 passenger, 200 guests during the Antarctica season. So a really small ship. I show you one itinerary she does, or one voyage she does in a couple of minutes, and it's just amazing. Small little ship. And then, of course, welcome on board. So as I mentioned before, ships are premium comfort, a casual atmosphere, social and educational hubs, observation decks, and wellness areas. The heart of the ship is the Advanced Science Center. So we got, we're part of the Citizen Science Program. We do in-depth lectures, as I mentioned before. That science center is also built for purpose or multi-purpose area for gathering and interactions. There's a lab with microscopes on board, the wet area for preparing and presenting samples, and of course, high-tech equipment. So this is the heart of the ship. So where other cruise operators have entertainment areas like theaters or casinos or something, we have the Advanced Science Center. The engage on board activities. So we really popularize, for example, the photo lectures. And of course, the clients or you, if you travel on us, can engage and dine with the expedition team. We do live streaming events, farewell events, and the observation decks are always a really good way to, to show your clients or yourself scenery and wildlife up close. The culinary experience. So we got three restaurants on the ship, which the main dining restaurant is Orna. So we offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and alcohol beverage is actually included with lunch and dinner. Then we got Fredheim which is our casual restaurant, and we got Lindström, which is our fine dining restaurant. So Lindström is exclusively reserved for suite guests. However, for a surcharge, you will be able, or your clients will be able to also dine at Lindström if you do not stay in a suite. And of course, there's beautiful areas. As you know, I spoke before about the Scandi look and feel. So this is really amazing space. This is one of the hybrid ships at the Explorer Lounge. So this is an amazing area to hang out. Even if you and your clients don't want to do any landings or any activities, just hanging out for the day there, it's amazing space to just relax. And I spoke about the observation deck, so there are different areas on the ship. Quite amazing, to really, really, get involved and be part of the scenery and nature. So amazing spaces. Wellness and recreation. Being Scandinavian, this is really important to us. We got workout facilities, we got a wellness center, we got a panoramic sauna, we got hot tubs, we got infinity pool, yoga, and gym and fitness facilities. So quite a lot to do if you don't do any landings or just want to relax. The cabins, as I mentioned before, on the two hybrid ships, Roald Amundsen and Fridtjof Nansen, we do not have any inside cabins. So these are on the left-hand side, it's the lead-in cabins. It's the polar outside cabins, and on the right-hand side with a little bit more space and also a balcony is the Arctic Superior. And of course, we got suites, wide range of suites. The biggest suites actually have a whirlpool as well. So we have noticed quite a demand in suites as well, which is great and also great for you when it comes to selling our products. So this is, I included this image because I find this quite special. So this has been taken back in November last year. This was the Roald Amundsen, and the captain decided to do something a little bit different and do the landing slightly different. So he basically decided to drive in the basically decided to drive into the ice, and everyone basically went off and had a walk on the ice. So you might be aware that when we do landings or ice landings or landings on the ice in Antarctica, at one time a maximum of 100 people. So we rotate so that everyone has the chance to get on the ice. So let's talk about Antarctica. So the season is from November to March. We are covering different parts of Antarctica. This is actually quite handy if you have clients or if you would like to upskill and just get a little bit more familiar with the destination. So this is a really nice little graph which shows what can be seen or what can be done when during the season. This is also in the brochure. You can also find this table in the brochure, but it's also on our website and, of course, in the agent portal. So if you or your clients travel on us to Antarctica, what is actually included? So the landings, spoke about that, hiking, smallboat cruising is included. And for additional cost, kayaking, snowshoeing, and camping on the ice is available. Now let's talk about the voyages. So we got 3 or 4 different voyages. This is our most popular on 12 days, either on an MS Fridtjof Nansen or MS Roald Amundsen, the highlights of Antarctica. This also comes with a flight inclusive deal. So just, information can be found either on our website, on a portal, or if you call our reservation team. So this is starts in Buenos Aires, finishes Buenos Aires. So you or your clients arrive in Buenos Aires, stay one night in Buenos Aires, and then we fly you down to Ushuaia, and then the voyage starts. So this is our most popular voyage. One which actually gets more and more popular is the 16 days one, which also starts in Buenos Aires, and that includes the Falkland Islands as well. So we have really noticed a pickup in demand and an interest for people to actually go to Antarctica, but also visit the Falkland Islands. The Fram, I spoke about her earlier. So she does a really interesting voyage, which is 23 days, and it covers the Falkland Islands, covers in South Georgia, but also Cape Horn, and of course the Antarctic Peninsula. So really, really popular, and we have seen a really good pickup on bookings. So this one starts in Santiago, and the ship leaves and arrives back into Punta Arenas. So I quickly spoke about this agent portal before. This is a really good one-stop shop for you. It's agentportal.hurtigruten.com, and you just follow the sign-in process, and then you can check the voyages, what is available, pricing. There is a big learning hub on there. There's marketing assets available. Webinars are available. Even this one will be loaded shortly as well on this current webinar. So it's a really nice tool, or it's a great tool if you want to find out more and actually to either upskill, or you can also make bookings on there. I just quickly talked about the training programs of that amazing, different tools to upskill, but also the webinars are constantly getting added. So that's great. So Yeah, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. I know everyone is really busy. If you have any questions, just reach out to your regional sales managers, contact our reservations team, or as I mentioned before, all these informations are also available on the agent portal. Thank you very much and have a good day.